How's it going, everybody? It's me, Shane, and I'm here to give you another Spy Family episode review. Today's episode of Season 2 is episode 29. There's two parts on this one. It is The Pastry of Knowledge, and we'll start with that one. I'll tell you the second one later. Before I go any further, please hit the like button, subscribe, and hit that notification bell so you can be notified of more reviews such as this. Oh, these episodes fun. These episodes were very fun, and there were hints. There were world building hints and future, I don't say revelations, but future things that may come up. And I thoroughly enjoyed this. Let's talk about the Pastry of Knowledge. So before we get the theme song, because I don't think we got the theme song last episode because, it was like 5 parts in there. You'd have no time for it. Barely had time for the ending, right? And we have the narrator talking about, first of all, it's about macaroons, because once in a while they make this confection, and it's supposed to, it's said that those who eat it become Imperial Scholars. This year's macaroons. Weird that they spell macaroons wrong on the description on here. Like, I'm looking at my translation, I'm like, yeah, that is, macaroons has 2 A's in it. What is going on here? Regardless of such, I love how, it's almost like Death Note / like Dragon Ball, where the apple and the person, they just have the tarts. It's very, very anime, and I love it so much. And in this, we got our girls Becky and Anya, and I'm so glad they remember last season when they have the little sheep that they bought that were keychains so that they could have something as a token of friendship. And Anya's just not getting into the play because Becky keeps saying, hers is the prince. And she's like, no, they look exactly alike. I'm your evil clone. They're going to do battle now. She's like, we don't want to tear him up. Shock. We get some good exposition from Becky here, which lays down the foundation on why this part of the episode matters, where next term, they're going to be split up based on grades. So 4 tiers of students. There's the smart students at the top. Becky's in the okay student section. 3rd section, I didn't see the translation for it, but the 4th section is needs more effort, and Anya's in there. And Anya's second, she's like, I don't want to be alone, and it's so cute. I get it. Anya's the reason why we wear pink on Saturdays. And you feel bad for her because that's the one friend she's made. And throughout all this talking, they overhear upperclassmen talk about the pastry of knowledge has been made. Those who eat it becoming super intelligent are instantly propelled into Imperial Scholar status. They make it only every once in a while, which I love that the narrator narrating it broke it down as like it was at the whims of who makes it, cafeteria staff. Whoever decides to make it makes it. And this year's macaroons, so it's time to run. And just the miniature silence, that good use of 1 to 4 seconds of silence between Becky and Anya is great, because then we instantly see them running down the hallway, to which Damien and his rat pack are there too, and they're like, what you running for? What you running for? Obviously, everyone knows what they're running for. And I love that Becky's like, obviously this isn't true, but we might as well try. And Anya doesn't want to get separated from Becky. The person at the school cafeteria is like, yeah, we got 1 more left. First come, first serve. Georgie bought it. Georgie. Remember Georgie? Frankenstein looking kid who thought his parents were going broke because Damien's dad's corporation bought them or some crap like that. And it turns out, oh no, they're getting bought. So Georgie's there, and he still owes people for the stuff they did before. And since there's 5 macaroons, he's like, look, I'm going to eat 1. I'll give the rest to you guys. And they're like, cool. There's only 5 macaroons. Georgie gets 1. That means there's only 4 macaroons. And there's 5 of them. Anya, Becky, Damien, Ratface. I just did it like this. Anya, Becky, Damien, Ratface, and Conehead. Only 5. 5 of them, but only 4 can go out. And so they're going to determine it with Old Maid. Now, what I didn't mention earlier, because it would have been a hint, if you don't read the manga, I don't. Would have been a hint. They had such a cute episode title card that had literal cards on it, face cards. Becky was the queen. Damien was the king, double-sided king, like the playing cards, and Anya was the Joker. And I love that. It's adorable. Please get me Spy Family cards. Please make them. I will buy them. I like playing cards. I probably won't play them though because I don't want to ruin them. But yeah. And so they're gonna play Old Maid. Now they had to play this game twice because initially Anya went nuts with her mind reading because they were talking trash. She's like, I ain't gonna lose, and she wins. And they say, you must have been cheating. And I love that Becky goes, stop being sore losers. And Anya goes, oh no. She reads through mine, and Damien's like, the only way she could have won if she could read mine. So Anya's like, oh no, almost gave my cover away. You know what? It's fine. We can play again. And it goes much worse for her. Like Becky wins the first hand, and then it goes the other two, and it's just between Anya and Damien. Anya is purposely losing, right? She purposely grabs the jokers just so it can seem like, oh yeah, I messed up. And she thinks that she's like, I gotta be like Papa and be a good liar. And anytime someone gets ready to grab one of her cards that isn't a Joker, she goes, oh, and when they get ready to grab the Joker, she's super happy. And Damien's like, I'm gonna win this easily. That is until he looked at her beautiful crying face. He's like, oh, she's such an easy read, but that face melted his heart and his soul. And he took the Joker on purpose. And Anya got to get the confection. And he goes, I don't need it. I don't need that thing. I can become an Imperial Scholar on my own. But Anya, who read his mind, could tell that he lost on purpose, offers to split that macaroon with him. And I was in there, I was thinking to myself, I was like, is she gonna split it? She splits it. It's adorable. Now, what's crazy is they eat these things. Anya eats it, and she gets a Dragon Ball like power up. Like she has the golden ore. She's like, ha! She's writing out notes fast. She's studying fast. She's doing the test fast. And she didn't do well. She didn't do well on any of them. And it's so funny that everyone that was involved with that macaroon thing, after they see her grace and Henderson hands back, they all have this face, including her. And Anya goes, well, since I'm going to be alone, I'm going to just go lay down in my bed. Which she goes and you see her sobbing. And yours adorable, or yours just, man, these were really tough. And I love this little kernel that was placed in the very beginning with Anya and Becky. They had a test on ancient languages. What the hell is ancient languages? You would think if it was Latin, it would say Latin, but ancient languages. And Loid goes, well, he's looking over text. He goes, her basics have really improved. She just got to get everything else down packed. That's really great. Wait a minute. When did she have time to learn ancient languages? I didn't have time to learn ancient languages. As a matter of fact, all her answers are right. It's just she has spelling errors. That's crazy. When did she have time to get that good at that? I'm not even going to overthink it. And I love how that Colonel's putting out there that the power of the macaroons, man. And before I finish the rest of this, it's literally mind power. It is a trick that you can use, especially if you believe that something's going to give you the ability to do better. You tend to go in with more confidence. You tend to do much better. And Anya doesn't realize that she's better than what she was before. She's just you're not super smart. You're not going to ace it instantly, but she did a good job. So much so that Loid's going to make hamburger steak for dinner. And Yor was saying she was going to make dessert, which Bond was not happy about, but good job, Anya. Good on you. Good episode. Great episode. Thank you for showing us Becky. It was a nice Becky featuring Georgie. Georgie was so funny because he said, hey, at least you had friends when you started. I'm still alone. Oh, Georgie. Our next episode, though. Wait a minute. Oh, no. Okay. Our next episode, which I definitely don't want to say the title wrong. Ha ha ha. The title I'm just gonna go all the way to the top, y'all. The next title is The Informant's Great Romance Plan Part 2. If you remember the Great Romance Plan from earlier season, Loid was helping Franky, gave him some tips on what to say to this lady that he had a date with. Clothes, swab, debonair, all of that stuff. And Franky did pretty bad. To which, Loid had a drink with his friend, propped him up. Loid was being a good Loid. And this one gets to see us, gives us a good Yor. Tale of Yor. Gives us a good Yor. It also gives us some good lore. So this part of the episode starts off with Loid getting information from him at the newsstand. And he needs more information on a separate mission. But Franky goes, yeah, no, my informant got offed. And Loid's like, secret police? No, they think it was the garden. And the garden is this urban legend in this country, where it's this organization or it's this group of assassins led by the shadow government organization. They kill off traitors of the government. Does that sound familiar, guys? I see. If you pay attention, and there's being in the moment, but there's being in the moment going, I know what you're talking about. This is literally Yor's group. Yor Folger is part of the garden, and it makes it makes sense, right? You have who I can't remember the name of the guy that gives them the clients, but you have, what is he? He's not the handler. I don't know what they call him, but Yor's called Thorn Princess. The garden, thorns, makes so much sense. On top of all of this, the silhouette has 9 different figures. 3 appear to be women. 1 appears to be an old man. I wonder if we're going to see more members of the garden, not just Yor. But Franky was trying to tell Loid that he needs his help. He's trying to find this cat. This cat's name is Kopi. Kopi belongs to Casey, who works at the cafe that Franky frequents, and he's going to use that to get close to her. Kopi. I love that the poster in Japanese. He's a male North blue cat. Loid already walked off on him, didn't care about the pistol that looked like a hairbrush. But Franky uses all of his informants to help give him some type of knowledge on this. And the only one that came through was Hound Joe. And it turns out the cat is near where Yor works she works at the Capitol. I think she works not the Capitol, but she works, what government job does Yor have? Oh my goodness. She works in some government building. I can't remember. If I remember, I'm gonna put it in the comments down below. But she's there. She's on lunch, and he tells her what he's there for. She wants to help because he is a friend of her spouse. No, a friend of her husband. And he's thinking, man, she's really falling into this role of the whole wife thing. No, man, they care about each other. They just don't realize it yet. It's so funny on how this relationship works for them. They are getting genuine love and affection without realizing it, thinking that they're pretending, and they're not pretending. So she's going to help him. He put out wiretaps that look like cats. This Franky is the man when it comes to making things, because he put out cats that look like wiretaps, that once he hears the jingle of the bell, because Kopi has a bell, he'll know where he's at. No, all the cats start murdering the cat wiretaps. And Yor does have a funny comment going, oh man, kitty life is rough. Next invention is it's a catnip thing. It puts the smell of catnip in air, brings the cats in. Worked a little bit too good because they're just cats all around them. As a matter of fact, 3 climb up on Yor, 1 covers her face. So we have Yor doing a spinny spin dance while Franky's looking for Kopi, finds Kopi, has a net that's disguised as a camera, just needs to be within 2 meters. And you ever done this with, I don't know, any animal, any pet? You get close to it and it moves away, so it keeps an equal amount of distance no matter what you try to do. That's what happened. He tries to chase and he's like, you know what? Fine. I'm going to get, the third thing he pulls out is an exoskeleton that he has been working on for 10 years of his life. The generator takes about 10 to 15 minutes to power up, but then he's going to use it. He's going to capture that cat. It looked cool when he put it on. He looked really good. Good job, Franky. But the cat runs. And he's like, I won't chase you, but don't run into traffic. You're going to run it. The cat's going to run into traffic. Finally, Yor gets the cat off her face, which the cat looks happy to see her. That's adorable. Yor makes friends with cats, even when they're high off that kitty nip. And she rips the backpack off of the exoskeleton, tosses it, stops the cat from running, and with her super speed, gets there, scary Yor face, scares the shit out of Mr. Kobe, grabs it, and then gives it to Franky. To which Franky is freaking out because he goes, that was 10 years of my life wasted. But it'll be worth it for my sweet honey Casey. Because Casey's going to be like, you saved my cat. Obviously, he's going to have a lady after the end of this, right? It all went well. And she does get the cat, and she's very happy. And then she gets patted on the head by her boyfriend, Mark, who also works there or owns the cafe. It is unclear. And you just see poor old Franky there in the background listening to this as Casey goes, well, Mark, if it wasn't for you leaving the front door open, this wouldn't have happened. And she's thanking him, didn't even give him a free latte or anything. And he does the cool man walk off where he doesn't look back and he just does the wave. And you feel bad. Dude said, that's great, babe. He walks and he runs, goes down another alleyway, and just lets the tears flow. He lets them tears flow, and it's so cute. It's so funny. Franky, I've been there before, man. Don't feel bad, Franky. Oops. I've been there before, Franky. He's so sad. And as a matter of fact, the narrator says, this man will now dedicate his life for his work and his job. Oh, you feel bad for poor Franky. You feel so bad for Franky. But Yor was very happy to help. As a matter of fact, it was interesting because Yor said she wanted to help him. She didn't care if she's going to be late for her lunch. And Franky said, she frames it in a way as long as I won't get in your way. And he takes her help. Again, I told you earlier, he can't tell her what he actually does. He has to frame it as being an inventor, which he is an inventor. He is using his inventions to help the world. So that's not really a lie. Just you don't say who you work for. And through this, Yor's very happy. She helped somebody. And her co-workers, her hating ass co-workers, you get the blonde one, don't remember her name. Get the redhead, don't remember her name. Talking about what are you so happy for, blah, 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 blah. And you get Sharon. The only reason I remember Sharon because that's my mom's name. You get Sharon coming in. And Sharon had said, oh, yeah, she kind of seems normal right now. And Yor takes it as a compliment. Sharon meant it sarcastically, but Yor's like, I seem normal now. Yay. And just, it flies over her head. I think of this. I was thinking of this. I'm like, man, if Yor ever caught wind of like the fact that they're hating on her, she can just murder you guys if she wants to. You wouldn't be able to do anything about it. They seem like the types that are like, what are you doing, you idiot? And get stabbed in the throat as they're talking shit to the person that's murdering them. But Yor gets a phone call. The guy, I think the manager comes in, Miss Forger, you have a phone call. And she's like, yep, that's right, I'm married. And blonde girl is, of course, the hater. She's just pissed that Yor's married. And Yor's getting a phone call he tells her, it's from your usual client. And she picks up the phone. She has that Yor killer look. And it is the handler. It is time for the Thorn Princess to take care of another client. Next time, we're going to see Handler, and the episode's called Plan to Cross the Border. So, can't wait to see what happens there. This was very fun. Both halves, very, very fun. Always love to see Franky. Anya is obviously my favorite character because I wear pink for Saturdays. So it's very, very nice. Very, very good episode. I got to give this a 5 out of 5. This is so much fun. It's if I could only pick like 5 episodes to show someone what this show is about, this is one of the episodes I would pick, especially since you know that you're an assassin. Because obviously, at least 2 of my other 4 picks would be about your being an assassin, right? This gave background without telling you. Like, you know, but you don't know. If you don't pick up on it at the end where she has the thing, it's like Thorn Princess, the garden. Come on, it's right there. Very, very, very nicely done with the exposition. We finally know the name of the organization, or should I say the name of the group that works for the shadow government. This was fun. I love seeing Franky stuff. This really made me want to go back and rewatch season 1, especially with the Franky parts. Like I think episode 3 is when Loid proposed to Yor. So episode 4, no, yep, episode 4 or 5, where when they rented out the Bond Man, the amusement park. I think that was episode 5. Makes me want to go back and rewatch that episode and then watch the other stuff with Franky and Yor. The stuff just good. 5 out of 5. Let me know what you think in the comment section down below. It's a highlight at the end of the week. Love it. Can't wait to see the next episode. Don't forget, hit that like button, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to be notified of more Spy Family reviews such as this one. Everyone, thank you for taking some time out to listen to me talk about this episode. I greatly appreciate you. Please be good, be blessed. Wash those hands. Drink you some water, all right? Make sure you're staying safe out there. Be good to yourself, be good to others. Either way it goes. Don't be a jerk, all right? Remember, there are people out there that care about you, so make sure that you reach out to somebody. If you're feeling down, you're feeling in the dumps, life is too short, all right? There are people that would rather talk to you today than to miss you and mourn you tomorrow, so reach out to someone, all right? All right? My social media is in the description down below. Follow me, send me a message. As long as you're not a jerk, I'm pretty sure we'll get along just all right. All right? Until next time, I'm Shane. Still don't have a sign off for these reviews, but, I'll be seeing you.